Okay, welcome back. Thank you for subscribing to our YouTube channels. Thank you for loving us. Thank you for accepting to study with us. We are continuing with our last slide that we had before the end of the previous lecture. We were talking about types of ports or port types. So there are different types of ports that are found on the computer case. Okay, on different types of computers. So we start with what we are calling the audio in. Okay, the audio in. We have the cable TV. Okay, this one is found on the TV. We have the center surround sound. Okay, center surround sound is another port on the systems unit. We have the composite video in. This one, composite video in. We have the digital video interface. It is for digital videos. I mean, it is this kind of video port that is digital. Okay, DVI. Okay, so we have the as ATA. Okay, I beg your pardon, is ESATA or ESATA or ISATA port. Okay, so it is ESATA port. Then we have what we call a fireware port. You have seen these ports on your computers, a fireware port. Okay, we have the FM recording. This recording port. Normally the recording normally goes with the microphone or the audio kind of port. Okay, so we also have what we are calling the HDMI port. This one is the HDMI port. Is used for projection, or when we are going to project on the other screen with the HDMI port. Okay, then we also have what we are calling the headphones. Like right now I'm connecting to my computer using a headphone port. Okay, we have what we are calling the keyboard. These ones previous versions of, and some computers are using them, the PS2 ports. This is for the keyboard. We have the microphone for recording also. This one normally moves with the microphone. We have the monitor. This one connects to the monitor from the case to the monitor, from the systems unit to the monitor. For the mouse, the same category as the PS2 port for the keyboard. Network port. We have what we are calling the rear surround sound. Okay, we have also what we're calling the serial port. We have side surrounded surround sound. Okay, these ones are on different computers. They may not appear on each and every computer. Okay, plus many more ports that you would find, like this one is for the speaker. We have the 5 video kind of, or the S video port, and many other ports, not forgetting the USB port. Okay, so the buses are also other components in the systems unit. So we need to know what a bus is. Okay, so it is a channel, like you're seeing here in the description. It is a channel. It is like a path. It is a channel that allows devices inside the computer to communicate with each other, from one device to another, from the memory to the CPU, from the hard disk to the CPU, like that, from the keyboard to the CPU, like that. So they are called buses. Okay, so a bus is a common pathway through which information is connected from one component to another component in the systems unit. This pathway is used for communication, and it can be established between two or more computer components. Okay, so it is from one computer to another, from one computer to another, and it can be done on different components, more than one, okay, or more than two components. So like this is the memory, it can be inserted in its slot, then it is easy to communicate with the CPU by the help of the bus or the buses. Okay, we have what we are calling functions of the bus in the computer. One more, of course, we have said for communication. So data sharing. We have data sharing, we have addressing, we have power, we have timing. Okay, so the bus does the first point, that is data sharing, and the expansion of this bus, or the expansion bus, must be able to transfer data between the different components on the computer, connected to the computer, let it be peripherals or others. Okay, so it does that transmission of data or transfer of data from one component to another. Addressing. A bus has addresses or address lines which match these which match those of the processor and the other components. This allows data to be sent to or from specific memory location. So the buses does what we are calling addressing, and this help or allows data to be transferred from one part of the component, or to send information from a given specific area of the memory. Okay, so power. A bus supplies power to various peripherals that are connected to the computer. Not only peripherals, but also those other components in the computer. So you see, you realize that the buses have a lot of functions, a lot of importance in our computer, that they can transfer data, they can at the same time address, they can at the same time power, but also time. They can do timing. The bus provides a system clock. Okay, it provides that system clock signal to coordinate the peripherals attached to the computer to the rest of the computer system. Okay, so it times it gets a peripheral connected, the bus will time it and connects it, okay, to a given component on a computer case. Okay, so the bus provides the system clock that that signal helps to coordinate, okay, other components in the computer. So the ribbon cable, we talked about it also. We say it is a cable, or it is part of the components that are in the systems unit. A ribbon cable is a cable with many conducting wires. It is like a belt. It contains many conducting wires. So this is a ribbon cable, but together with what we are calling a SATA cable. Okay, all these are data cables, and they do data transfer, even electricity or even power. Okay, so we have what we are calling bytes. Sorry for what happened here. We have what we are calling bytes. I mean base. Okay, sorry, the base on the systems unit. So a bay is an opening inside the systems unit in which you can install additional equipment. Okay, so they are always left there. There are those gaps left in the systems unit or on the systems unit to allow you for expansion. Add more components that you want to add. Okay, they are called bays. Okay, So a drive bay typically holds a given kind of component, a CD-ROM drive, yes, a DVD-ROM drive, like that. So there are different bays depending on the design of the case. You would add other bays, add hard disk, then others external drive, or I mean the CD-ROM drive and the DVD. Okay, so upgrading. Have what we're calling upgrading. Upgrading is the process of replacing a product with a newer version of the same product. So we can upgrade our system using the base. I can remove a given CD or DVD-ROM drive, I add a new one, I upgrade it. Okay, so in computing and consumer electronics, an upgrade is generally a replacement of hardware, software, or firmware, firmware with newer or better versions in order to bridge the system up to date, or to bring it up to date, or to improve its performance or its characteristics. For example, if you removed the 2 GB memory, random access memory or RAM from your computer, and you added a 5 GB memory, you have upgraded your memory storage. Okay, so the common upgrades done, one is the hardware upgrade, installing additional memory, adding larger hard disk in your computer, replacing microprocessor or the processor or microprocessor cards or graphic cards in your computer. Software upgrades. You can remove a given software, you upgrade it. If it is versions 4, you add version 7. Changing the versions of an operating system from Windows 7 to Windows 10. Windows 10, which version? Okay, you can upgrade your system. Upgrading or upgrade of an antivirus program. You can upgrade your antivirus to a newer version, to the up-to-date antivirus. So you can upgrade your Office suite from Office 7, Office 10 to Office 13, 16, 19. So installing newer versions of softwares is all upgrading. Okay, so data representation. So we have worked with the computers, we have seen those components. How do they communicate? How does data happen to be transferred from one component to another? How is it represented there? Okay, how does computers represent data? So here we are saying computers represent data by binary digits or bits. Electronic charge. It can also represent data by electronic state, on, off, 1, 0, light, not lighting. Okay, electronic charge. So it recognizes only 2 discrete states, only on and off. So that is what the computer recognizes, only on and off. One can say 1 or 0, yes or no. Okay, so use a binary system to recognize 2 states. So our computers use the binary system, this one, 1, 0 or 0, 1 state. It uses the binary to recognize or to represent data. Use number system with 2 unique digits, a 0 and a 1, called bits, short for binary digits. Okay, it is a short form for binary digits. Okay, so continued here with data representation. Thank you for watching. When we meet, we are going to start on this slide. We ask ourselves, what is a byte? Okay, what is a byte? So we shall start from here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing to our videos. Let's meet in the next tutorial. Thank you for watching.